Good afternoon. We have a quorum, so we're going to get started if everyone's good to go. Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney, and I call to order the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting of December 4th, 2023 at 3:30 p.m. City Clerk, would you please take the roll?
Member Rodriguez?
Here.
Member Williams? Excused. Member Fajardo?
Here.
Member Sierra?
Here.
Member McNair?
Here.
Member Parker?
Present.
Member Thompson? Excused. Member Johnson? Excused. Member Flank?
Here.
Member Etzel? Member Sarkisian?
Here.
Member Camarillo?
Here.
Member Utaralde?
Here.
Thank you. You have a quorum.
Thank you, City Clerk. There are 15 members of the board, so as long as we have 8 here, we have a quorum.
Attorney, you are also in compliance with open meeting law.
Right. Yeah, I was going to do that one next. You're good, though. So we have 8 members or more here. We can continue with the meeting with the quorum. And as the City Clerk, Vanessa, mentioned, we are in compliance with the open meeting law, which is item number 2. Moving on to item 3, public comment. Comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. I see no one here to participate in public comment, so we will move on to item 4, which will require a vote from the board for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the regular meetings of December 1, 5, and 8, 2022. These are the minute summaries from last year's meetings. So if I could just have a motion from one member, that's all we need, one motion, and then we will vote. The motion would be a motion to approve the minutes.
I motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Member Rodriguez. Go ahead and take the vote orally. Does that go to Clerk's office? All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Vote carries. All right, I think, did that load? And we're on to item number 5, introduction of board members and city staff, which will let us turn things over to the substantive matters of the YNAP board. As I mentioned, my name is Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney. I've been with the YNAP board for about the last 4 or 5 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the operation. I'm going to turn it over to my colleague from the City Attorney's Office to introduce herself, and then we'll hand it over to staff to direct the rest of the meeting. Thank you all.
Hi everyone, Carmen Gilbert, Deputy City Attorney. I will be assisting Jeff with these meetings moving forward, so looking forward to it. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Chibuta Mianez. I'm a management analyst here at the Department of Youth Development and Social Initiatives, and I'm the program coordinator over for YNAP, and I would love you all to introduce yourselves and tell us how long you've been on the board as well.
Sorry. Hello, my name's Melanie McNair. I'm a junior at Nevada State High School, and I've been on the board and participated in YNAP since like middle school, my 7th grade year. So I've been on the board like 3 to 4 years.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Member Sierra here. I started with YNAP when I was a youth member, actually, so it's probably been around 6-7 years that I've been on the board in one way or another. It's always a joy to come back, but yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra. I go to Southeast Career Technical Academy. I've been on the board for 3 years, and honestly I love it so much.
I'm Member Maria Fajardo. I've been coming to these events for 5 years already.
Hello, everyone. My name is Officer Arnold Parker. I work for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and I've been here with YNAP for 3 years now.
Hello, my name's Idolina Iturralde. I represent Ward 3 for Councilwoman Olivia Diaz, and I'm happy to be on this board. I've served several years in the past, took a few years off, and I'm happy to be back.
Hello, my name is Lamais Johnson. I've been on YNAB for 1 year, and it's nice to meet you all.
Hi everyone, my name is Matt Etzel, and this is my first time on the board, so thank you Ms. Yanez and to everyone else involved for giving me this opportunity. This is actually my first time at City Hall as well, so this is great. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Monica Sarkisian. I was a participator in YNAB last year, and this year is my first year on the board, and I'm really happy to meet everyone.
Hi, Brenda Flank, Ward 4 Council Office. This is my first time on the board and look forward to presentations and being engaged with the youth. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chloe Camarillo. I've been doing YNAB for maybe 4 years for doing presentations, and this is my first time being on the board.
Thank you everyone for that. I'm so excited for all of us to be on this journey of YNAB together. So we're going to go into section 6 with the review of the bylaws. I'm just going to review a few different things to highlight from there, but the bylaws are accessible to you. So this is a member built of 17 individuals, and there are 2 alternates and 15 members. All members and alternates of the board shall be appointed by the mayor and city council of the city of Las Vegas. The board shall be comprised of mayor's 2 designees, 1 council designee from each 6 wards, and the mayor shall also appoint 1 alternative member designee. The mayor shall also appoint 7 youth designees as members to the board and 1 youth designee to serve as alternate. All youth designees shall come from different geographical diverse locations throughout the city, and the initial term year of office is 1 year and can be reappointed to consecutive 1-year terms. Membership is non-transferable and non-reassignable. Quorum is 8. We need 8 individuals present to start any board meeting. The process of the board is to review applications for the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program to recommend awards to the City of Las Vegas at City Council. And we have options for a vice and a chairperson, and those individuals have to be a youth member. And that is all for our bylaws. So we're going to move over to section number 7 with the scoring. So the report on the 2023-24 applications and scoring criteria and process. So everyone in front of you, you should have a binder. If you open up that binder on the first page, there will be a QR code on the left-hand side. If you take a moment to bring out your phones or electronic device and scan that so we can go through the scoring criteria and rubric that you have in front of you. There's also an opportunity for any individual that does not have a cellular or like an electronic device. We have iPads available for you to utilize so you can join in on the scoring as well. So we'll just go through a few of these items so everyone's aware. We're going digital. I've seen Candace's amazing work prior to this and getting you guys up and running to such a great spot, so we're going to continue into that. And the scoring is has the rubric on the front. Remember that all applicants are from ages generally 7 or 8 to 18. So as you're scoring, please be considerate of the age and who's presenting to ensure that it reflects just kind of a equitable scoring. Also, If you have any follow-up questions, there are some prompts in there. We really encourage all individuals to ask questions, especially our youth. There are no questions that are off the table. If you need clarification for any of the presentations that you hear, please make sure to stop, ask during the questioning period, which is 5 minutes. So as you go through the scoring rubric, you'll see that it starts with your initials. All we need is 2 letters for your initials that will indicate who you are. So when we get the information from the scoring rubric, we're able to pull it and know just different board members and who to reflect the comments back to. And also, as you scroll down through there, you'll see that it makes it pretty easy. It's a select as many as you think apply standard. So as they're presenting, you'll see it says like, did they meet the basic criteria? Did they go above and beyond? Just select all of that and then click it. And you can go down to the other section if you want to add any words or comments. There's a section that's open. Please enter feedback. It's really helpful for the individuals that are presenting to increase their presentation skills, maybe get more funding, continue into their grant process in the future, and just overall professionalism for them. So feel free to write notes or anything that you think would be beneficial for them. Then when you're done, just press submit and press the refresh button on whatever device you have, and it will bring you back to the same page so you can start the next applicant and start through the same process once over. Any questions on that? I think we're good.
I have a question.
Please.
So Matt here, this is something that we have pulled up for each presentation, each presenter, and then we score them based just on our electronic device as we go through them. The prompts, we can ask questions if necessary, and then just submit it for each applicant.
Absolutely. So Chibudim for the record, Chibudim Yanas for the record. And yes, what we will do is you'll go through that, score it, and you can see it going through. And we'll also utilize the 5-minute questioning period to utilize any questions that your board members have asked to answer some of those too. So let me know if you need help.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt. Seeing no other questions, we will continue to section 8 in our agenda. This is the exciting part, I hear. It's my first time here on the board as well, but I've seen some videos and seen how exciting it is that you all have obviously said yes to joining. Why not? Because you are leaders of leaders. So in doing so, we need a chairperson and a vice chair person. And what that entails, I'll tell you, is that the chairperson is responsible for starting the meetings, welcoming each group into the meetings and letting them know that they have 5 minutes as they start. They're also responsible for thanking individuals and the groups as they wrap up. They're responsible for taking us all to break, which is very important because we need to eat. And then calling on board members who have questions so they can speak and ask the participants. And also, this individual, the chairperson, would be present for the final recommendation to the city council for grant award amounts. For the vice chairperson, this is the timekeeper. What they would do is keep time both for the presenters and the board members. So the presenters have 5 minutes to present, and they also have a 5-minute period to ask questions. So this individual is letting them know that they're out of time, that we appreciate their time, they have 1 more minute, all of that. So timekeeping. And then also this person's responsible for filling in the spot of the chairperson if for any reason there's an absence, they step out, and we need to continue the meeting with quorum. If those entice you at all, and we are looking for youth, obviously, to take these 2 roles, we will start by, we will do a vote, but we're going to take an opportunity to give you guys some time to give us your 30-second elevator speech about why you feel you'd be a great individual to take either seat. So is anyone interested in taking the chairperson seat? You could just raise your hand.
Not it.
Yes, we love that. Is that Alexandra?
Member Rodriguez.
Member Rodriguez. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes. Member Johnson?
Yes, Member Johnson.
Okay. Perfect. And member, can you say your last name?
Sarkisian.
Perfect. Do we have anyone else? And you can elect to be voted on either chair, okay? So just to reiterate, that's Member Johnson, Member Rodriguez, and Member Sarkeesian?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Do we have someone else?
Yes. Member Camarillo.
All right. All right, Member Camarillo. So we have those 4 individuals. Now, is there anyone interested in being the vice chair? You can double dip. Yes, we love it. Okay, we have Member Camarillo, Member Johnson. Don't be shy, you're all leaders. Yes, okay. So we have Member Sarkeesian. Sorry. I have a name like Chibutam. I have the nerve, huh? Okay. Well, what we're going to do, it's been strategically placed that you're sitting next to an adult. Even if there's an empty seat, it should be an adult. So if you need some help, maybe we're going to give you about a minute and a half to just really think about, like, what would I say as why I deserve or know that I'm well suited for this position. So take your time. I'll give it to City Attorney Jeff to put us on a quick little break, and then we'll come back for presentations of the vice and the chairperson, and then we'll do votes with the sheets that you have on your table.
Yeah, why don't we take a break till 4:05? We'll do a recess till 4:05 and then come back for quick speech intros, or however you want to describe it, and then a vote. And then after that, we just have to do item 9, and then we'll get into the presentations on time. Thank you. All right, we're back from recess, and Staff Member Shibunim will take the lead on getting the vote going.
Hello, everyone. We are back for item number 8. Let me read this. Of course I do. Let me read this clearly. We are on point 8, discussion for possible action regarding the election of chair and vice chair. And I'd like to invite Member Johnson to take about 1 minute to 30 seconds to tell why you'd be a perfect seat for chairperson. Sorry.
Hello, this is Member Johnson. It's nice to meet you all. This is my second year in YNAP. It would be amazing to have me as the chair or the vice chair. I would really appreciate it if you chose me as the vice chair. I will promise you I will try my best on the committee board and be a fair judge.
Thank you, Member Johnson. I'd like to invite Member Rodriguez to speak on why they would like to be elected as chairperson.
Hi again, my name is Alexandra. I'm a senior at Southeast Career Technical Academy. I've participated in several programs and community projects. I'm an active participant in projects such as the Air Force National Guard, DECA, HOSA, Key Club, all those special clubs, Caribbean Student Association. I've taken on leadership roles by being elected senator, district attorney, and deputy mayor at Nevada Girls State, and I'm also captain of the SECTA varsity cheer team. But as a board member, being chair, I want to be a welcoming face to the youth groups and hope to make the groups feel more welcome. I was chair last year, and I honestly adored it, so I hope to hold that role for my last year as a youth board member as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Rodriguez. I'd like to invite Member Camarillo to speak on why they would like this position as chairperson.
Thank you. I'm Member Camarillo. I would like to be chairperson because I'm in student council. I'm just a representative for my class, but I have done a lot for what has been 2 months already as student council representative. I've also been in YNAP for maybe 4 years, so I know how the system works, and I think I would be a great chairperson or vice chairperson. Thanks.
Thank you, Member Camarillo. I'd like to invite Member Skarkisian to give us a little bit of information on why you'd like to be a chairperson.
Hi everybody, I'm Monica Sarkisian, and I would like to be either vice chairman or chairman because I feel like I would be a good fit. I am in my school's teaching and training program, and I work with children, and I'm always just learning about inclusivity and giving everyone an opinion every day in my classes. And I'm also my school's culture club founder, and I just really like hearing everyone's opinions and making sure everyone feels included in everything that I do. So I would really like to pass that on into this group and make a difference here too. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Sarkisian. And right now, I know we had an overlap with individuals that wanted to be the vice chair individual, and you've already presented so eloquently. So if there's anything you'd like to add, Member Johnson, Member Camarillo, and Member Sarkisian to amplify or just, I guess, add to why you'd want to be vice chair versus chairperson. Not seeing any comments. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take an opportunity. Everyone received a note card that's, I think, like 3 or a couple. You can kind of lift. Okay, perfect. You all know what I'm talking about. So what you will do is please write your name on the ballot on the top left corner. And then in the middle space, very largely, would you write who you would like to nominate just right now for chairperson? Actually, we could do both on the same paper. Let's save trees. And let's have the opportunity to write specifically who you put for what. I'll give you about 30 seconds and then I'll come around and grab those ballots for you. Absolutely. For chairperson, we have Member Johnson. Member Johnson's, he also is elected to be vice chairperson as well. For vice chairperson and chairperson, we have Member Camarillo. Would Member Camarillo please raise their hand? And for both positions, once again, the vice chair and chairperson, we have Member Sarkeesian. And for chairperson only, we have Member Rodriguez. Thank you. Chibutum Yanis for the record. Give me just a moment to tally up the results, and then I'll be back to announce them. Chibutam Yanes for the record. Welcome back, everyone. And we are going to announce, after all of your votes, the chairperson that has been elected by vote is Member Rodriguez, will be the chairperson for this 2003-2024 board season. And Member Johnson has been elected as vice chairperson for this upcoming season. So we're going to take a quick recess. Please rearrange your seats to put the vice and the chairperson in the middle. I will assist on that. And we're going to take a 5-minute recess as we're doing this and come back a little sooner if we need to. Chibutam Yanez for the record. And you know, I failed to say congratulations to all individuals that put their name in the hat and really went out there to be vice chair and chairperson. It's a big deal and something that you should never lose and continue to do because it always pays off in the end. So just want to congratulate our seated individuals, our chairperson, Rodriguez, and Vice Chair Johnson. And I'm going to hand it over to you to continue into the schedule.
Member Rodriguez, for the record, may I please have a sheet of the, thank you. Member Rodriguez, for the record, item 9, discussion for possible action regarding the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Youth Presentation Schedule for December 4th, 7th, and 11th, 2023. Item 10, presentations on Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program.
Hold on there 1 second, Chair. We got to go ahead with number 9. We're going to, Chibuta, did you want to mention anything about the schedule? And then we'll vote on it to confirm the schedule as is.
Yes. We would like to review the schedule and vote on as is. Schedule for today is listed there. We'll have 11 participants. What, City Council, do I read all the names?
No, just go ahead and mention the schedule, and you can just say how many are presenting at each.
Perfect. So with the schedule, we have scheduled slots from 4:30 to 7. We have 3 individuals coming at 4:30, 3 individuals coming at 5:15. We will take a recess and go into second half of our presentations around 6:15. There will be 3 individuals then. Around 6:45, we have 2 individuals and 1 individual that will be coming at 7:15. That's totaling 11 individuals that will be presenting today. And the schedule, we would like to confirm as is.
Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney, for the record, thank you. And then Chair, so with this item, we're going to go ahead and vote to approve the 3 meeting dates that have already been set for the 4th, the 7th, and 11th. The main point is, as a lot of you remember from being on the board previously, we've set it up so that the board, if a group or an individual doesn't show, the board can decide if they want to excuse that group or individual and let them possibly come to one of the later meetings as basically a makeup opportunity. We've had that in the past. So this way, by setting the schedule at the start, we have the board saying these are the 3 dates. And we're not adding dates. We're just doing these 3 dates and that's it. So let's have a motion to approve the schedule that Shibudan laid out for the 4th, the 7th, and the 11th. Thank you.
I motion to approve the schedule for the 4th, 7th, and 11th of December.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. This motion carries. Moving on to item number 10, presentations on Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program applications submitted by a Taste of Culture Advanced Technologies Academy Black Student Union, aka Teens Youth Enrichment Group, aka Teens Serving Our Community, CASLV DECA College Readiness Program, CALSV DECA Entrepreneurship Pitch Competition Community Projects, Art and Reading, a book tasting EM training corps, Ready Prep Go Family Emergency Preparedness Fair, Equipo Academy, Community Garden, Heroes and Hearts, The Blessing Project, Hyde Park Tea and Family Dance, K. Carl Elementary School, Student Council, Pocket Full of Kisses, National Honor Society, CSNHS West, Project 150, school supply packages. Notes, presenters listed above that do not appear during this meeting may be allowed to present at the December 11, 2023 meeting, if excused by the board at their originally scheduled meeting.
Thank you, Chair. Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney. So we're checking on the 430s, see who's here for those, but why don't we go into recess right now, and once Shibudan gets back with confirmation, we will get going with the presentations. Thank you.
The board is now in recess. We are now back from recess.
Our first group today will be the ACA Teens Youth Enrichment Group. ACA Teens' title of their project is ACA Teens Serving Our Community.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra, and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group, and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Hello, I'm Selena Leigh Hamilton.
Hi, I'm Alana Williams.
I'm Mila Simmons.
My name is Lyra Kai Taylor.
And we are the ACA Teens. Our service project is Project 150.
We are a youth organization who engages in the environment and explore elements like leadership, community service, cultural arts, enrichment, health, wellness, and scholarship improvements.
Project 150 is a nonprofit organization that was designed to help homeless and lower-income high schoolers that are currently in school. The purpose of this organization is so that these children can receive the necessities that they need and not have to worry why they're actively pursuing their education.
So our previous experiences with YNAB, we have been previously funded, and we were funded with $1,250, and we used this money to create 150 care packages. Our impact is we can support homeless teens, break the cycle, and build a brighter future. Project 150 helps teens support and educate each other and create a more involved community, as well as by participating in Project 150, we can raise awareness as well as contribute to the growth of this organization.
Our funding for Project 150 is, we kindly request $2,000. Donations, every last cent will go to Project 150. We'll be using this to fund the Project 150 organization in order for teens to get clothes and food. Us, along with other ACA teens, intend to volunteer for 2 hours.
The idea behind our project came along because we're an organization who wants to focus on helping and serving the community around us, as that is one of our main purposes.
Our project is important because it helps out teenagers who may feel alone and helpless. By doing this project, we remind them that we care and we are with them.
Thank you so much. We are open for questions.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member
Parker, do you guys have a time and date for your event?
Yes, it will be sometime in April. We first buy the things, and then we'll send it over to Project 150. And then in April, with the other ACA teens, we will come to the Project 150 area, and we will create those care packages. And
Awesome. Great job with your presentation.
thank you so much.
Member Lamias Johnson, for the record. I have a question. Is there any chance you guys can receive more funding up than more than $2,000, or is $2,000 just the budget cutoff that you guys would like?
We are open to more funding, because with more funding, we can either create more care packages or have more things in each care package. Thank you.
Thank you.
Member Williams. Now, just the opposite. If you guys were to receive less funding, how would you guys still be able to do this program?
Yes, we will just use the resources we have to make 150 packages, and we will just have less things in each package, but still help the community.
Okay, just to follow up to that question, with that, have you guys seeked out donations just in case you didn't get that much funding, were you able to seek out other donations to make the 150 packets?
Hi, so I did this project last year. This is my second year as an ACA teen. So with that question, I guess to answer it, we were also given a link with kind of like an Amazon registry saying that if any of our family members wanted to help out or anyone that we knew, so that is also, I guess, an additional way that we can receive help, say we didn't get the allotted amount of money that we're asking for.
Thank you. Good job.
Member Sarkeesian, if any challenges would arise, how do you think you would solve them and what would the challenges be?
If we had any challenges for, say, maybe lack of communication or whichever, we would just work around it and try to ask the community for help, as well as, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chair Rodriguez, so this project is really cool because I also volunteer for Project 150, so to see it actively participating is really cool. My question is, what do you hope to happen in your community once your project is complete?
Kind of just to go with Project 150's mission statement in general. Like I said, we ourselves are high schoolers, so we go to school with kids every day who are in these circumstances. And so helping our community is also helping our peers. That is kind of our general hope, that we can help the people that we are actively going to school and seeing every day.
Thank you.
Board Member Camarillo, what kind of food, or I noticed that you have food packages. What kind of food are you going to be putting inside of the food packages?
Usually like non-perishable foods, so they don't expire as quickly, and easily accessible foods like granola bars, as well as we could put in more like toothbrushes and stuff like that.
Member Lamyes Johnson, for the record, you have 1 minute left.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Candace Spring will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Candace and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'd like to call our next presenter, and this will be the Community Projects Art and Reading, a book tasting. We're going to go a little bit early. Are you ready, or do you need some time?
I do have some questions.
Okay. Please hold.
The board is now in recess. The board is now back from recess.
Chibutam Yanes for the record, thank you. We're going to ask our next group to come up to present. It is A Taste of Cultures, the project by Advanced Technologies Academy Black Student Union.
Good morning. Good afternoon. My name is Olivia Pascal, Advanced Technologies.
One second, let me introduce really quickly. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAP board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we will need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
I am here to represent ATEC Black Student Union's A Taste of Culture. My name is Olivia Pascal. Good afternoon. My name is Olivia Pascal, ATEC BSU's Vice President, and I'm here to represent BSU in my school. Thank you for allowing me to come here to present an event that I very much so look forward to sharing with you guys. Every year in November, my school, Advanced Technologies Academy, hosts a multicultural fair after Thanksgiving. It is a student-led conducted by our student council to showcase the diverse cultures represented in our school community. Unfortunately, all student unions have expressed that our student council doesn't provide enough support, communication, or proper representation in the marketing and execution of this event. Therefore, we need to make significant improvements to address these concerns and ensure a more inclusive and successful event. Obviously, nothing is perfect, especially in events where people rely on others, but we can certainly strive for better outcomes. Now I present to you BSU's collective solution. A majority of our board members' concerns within our culture clubs are communication and collaboration amongst members. Throughout this year, we have been working tirelessly to address these concerns and find innovative ways to improve communication and collaboration within our culture clubs. And to a certain point, we took matters into our own hands and created better relationships with other clubs for additional support and to build a better community. Another concern brought up to us was how the student councils marketed our event and whether it effectively reached the target audience. Our most recent fair lacked attendees because it was scheduled at an inconvenient time, and many people did not know about it due to poor promotion. Our solution to that is to conduct a school-wide survey asking everyone what they want to be presented at this event. Thus, that information to plan future fairs will also attract more attendees. If we feel we have enough information from the school, we will ask other culture clubs what they believe, what effective ways to increase attendees at our future fairs, and what should be presented at this event. We will also consider implementing any suggestions that align with our goals and resources. With our efforts and support of our community, we are confident that our event will be a success. This event will also give back to the community that we ask for support. Within our school, those events will bring school spirits. As students at a prestigious school, we lack time to participate in extracurricular activities and contribute to our wider community. However, organizing and participating in these events allow us to actively engage with our peers and make a positive impact. The process will improve our relationships as student unions and as well as those we ask support from. Since the event is also open to the community, this event will welcome future Mavericks who will become students at our high school in the coming years, providing familial support as well as more community involvement to support our school as a whole. BSU's main goal is to accurately represent the interests and needs of all of our students, ensuring a positive and inclusive learning environment for everyone. And we will do extensive research on what we can provide to support our school as a whole and actively seek feedback from students to continuously improve and meet their needs. As previously stated, one of our concerns is misrepresentation, and we are committed to addressing it transparently and accurately.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Johnson.
Member Johnson, for the record, I have a question. How much do you want in cash?
Yes, the grant is $2,000.
Thank you so much.
Member Matt Etzel, for the record, thank you again for sharing. My question is, did you complete the Zoom grant application?
Yes, we did.
Wonderful.
I don't have a question, Member Iturralde. I have more of a comment. I really appreciate that you are including the surrounding elementary schools, and I want to continue to encourage that type of activity, and hopefully you can guide some of those youth to apply for a YNAP grant too if you're successful. So I like that you made that connection. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh, Member Sierra, over here. Quick question. You had mentioned conducting a survey to better get an idea as to how to promote your event. Is that something you will do or have done?
We have done this before. At ATEC, we are primarily a technology school, so we do conduct annual surveys within the school, so we do have the knowledge of how to execute that efficiently.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. And this event will be on April 19th of 2023.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any question before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
Chibutam Yanes for the record. At this time, we're going to call our next participant for presentation. Participant project name is Community Projects, and the title is Art and Reading, a Book Tasting.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all the members state their full name. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
The group name is Art and Reading, a Book Tasting, and hi, my name is Sofia Carbonita, and I'm 11 years old. I'm the team leader for Art and Reading, a Book Tasting. I've learned so much from reading about history, science, economics, government, and even about math. I love to read, and not just to learn, but also to travel the world and never have to leave my home. And in addition to reading, I also love art, and I believe that the two are connected. Reading helps you become more creative, and art lets you use that creativity. I believe it is important for all kids to learn to read. The Nevada Department of Education said earlier this year that in our state, only 41% of students are proficient in English language arts. With the $2,000 grant we are asking for, we are hoping to buy books and art supplies that we will use in our community events. We have 5 to 10 volunteers for a total of 5 hours worked. We also have other community organizations like Kaiwan's Literacy Club that have donated books for our events. The events will take place during the 2024 Nevada Reading Week, March 4th to the 8th. We hope to reach 60 to 70 kindergartners. Here's a short film I created to illustrate the importance of reading.
Okay, class, it's time to stop playing, and now it's time to learn how to read. I want to read. I can't wait. I'm reading a good book right now. My new house. My artwork from preschool. My dining table, my bed. Oh, I have a house. Where could I be here? Who's that? Come in. Hello, sir. Join me. You will now. Here, can you please sign this? What's it for? It will give you $1 million. Oh, sweet. Nice, yes. Thank you so much for the $1 million. This house is now mine. Mine! What? So get out. What? It says giveaway house contract. I can't believe I just lost my house. I wish I would have learned how to read. Sly? Atlas? Atlas? Is that you? Slash? Atlas? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Ask first. It's okay. I'm driving home. I just signed a sheet that was supposed to be a giveaway house sheet, and I signed it, thinking I would get $1 million. That's what he said. People lie. Atlas, can you please teach me how to read? Yes, of course. I'd love to teach you how to read. Thank you so much.
The board has 1 minute remaining.
Thank you so much, Atlas. I know how to read now. You're welcome. You know what? Reading is really important. I wish I would have learned it when I was a kid. I want to help others to learn to read. What do you say? I say yes. Let's do it.
The board has 20 seconds remaining.
By combining art and reading, it will help children become more creative and
time is
gain
up.
valuable life skills. Last year, at our book tasting, we were able to reach 140 kids throughout the inner city. This year, with the $2,000 grant we are asking for, it will help us to reach even more children. Thank you for the opportunity and allowing me to speak with you today.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our Grant Review Board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a quick question. Member Iturralde, I wanted to know, how did you already receive your donation? Or who donated to helping you get started? Do you know?
I don't.
Well, it's really cool that you already got a jump start, and I just wanted to congratulate you on working on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chair Rodriguez, for the record, what are the toolboxes in your budget for? Are they what you store the supplies in?
Can you repeat the question, please?
In your budget, you have 100 toolboxes. What are those used for?
For the record, this is Raquel Watson. I'm one of the other advisors. To answer your question, she said Kiwanis helped donate some of our books. And the toolboxes are startup art kits. I don't know if you noticed in the video she showed, you saw the toolboxes with the markers and yeah.
Thank you.
Board Member Camarillo, for the record, where are you going to be hosting this event at?
March 4th through the 8th.
Thank you.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendation within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. Thank you again for your time and your presentation.
I think I got it.
Let them know. They also have these are examples, many examples of what we're passing out.
These are many examples of what we're going to be passing to the kids.
And I brought one each for you.
And I brought one for each of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chibutam Yanis, for the record. We'll be moving on to our next presenter. Right now, we will be calling CASLV DECA, D-E-C-A, and they have a project called College Readiness Program.
There's the clicker. Oh, okay. Do we just start?
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Hello, this is our college readiness program given by CASLV DECA. My name is Mahika Nalor and I'm Rachel Martin. And we are requesting an upwards of $2,400. So our project plan is basically a glorified ACT, SAT prep course and also like college readiness course to help you prepare your resume and write essays and everything. So our plan is that we want to hire an academically focused institution to teach. We are thinking about Excel Academy right now. However, they have not released their spring plan yet. So we're waiting for that to come out, but we're still deciding the institution. We're planning for the classes to be held every Saturday from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, though the dates and timings may change based on Excel's plan. And we also plan to have 3 different college advisors to come in and speak to the class about essay writing as well.
So just to go into depth on that as well, we want to have not only the SAT and ACT portion, but like a resume writing portion. Shout out to Mateo. And we want to also have a part where the UNLV writing department comes in and looks at our college essays and just our general Common App, because college is definitely getting more difficult to get into, and they become very nitpicky. So it really comes down to the certain words you use, and it's really great to have professionals look over that.
So again, the institution that we are like 90% sure on hiring is the Excel Academy Spring SAT coaching class. And based on their other plans, we are estimating that it is around $1,000, though this may change a little bit.
This is legitimate. The cost of this is from their website, so it's not a made-up number.
So the reason that we chose to do this is because as we became juniors in high school, we started noticing the difficulties of the college process, and especially when the stresses of the SAT and the ACT and getting a good score on it started weighing down on us. We also realized that low-income families don't have the same opportunities. For example, Excel Academy, it's a really incredible institution, and they're really valued, and they're worth it, but they are so expensive, and so many families across the valley aren't able to afford them, and instead end up, getting bad scores on their SAT or ACT, or don't know, are just lost in the application process in general. So we just really wanted to give this as an opportunity for all families to start on a blank slate.
Mm-hmm. The location we were thinking about is in Las Vegas, the West Charleston Library. They have a semi-large conference room that can hold up to 30 to 40 people. So it will be on a first-come, first-serve sign-up basis because we have limited room. And but they do require, we will go into the budget after, they do require like the venue fee to be $100 per day, so that's why it's $900. We want to have up to 9 different visits with the students, encouraging them and helping them with their SAT and other aspects as well. Okay, Excel Academy, $1,000. The snacks, $200, because you might get hungry, but we also wanted to make it somewhat enjoyable, especially with the supplies. Some of the kids are low income, therefore they might need notebooks, they might need pens, just general prep packages.
And we also, I remember mentioning that we wanted 3 college advisors to come in. The $100 is honestly just like a pillow to land on. There are lots of really lucrative college advisors, like I know a Harvard advisor, and just in case they do want something a little more lucrative to come in and speak to the class, we want to have the $100 just to stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
The board has 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, and our timeline will be starting in, well, these dates have to be changed. It will be starting from March to the beginning of May. It'll be 9 classes, and it'll be from 12 to 3. That was the slight change in our presentation, but
yeah. And these timings may change depending on Excel Academy's availability, so we will accommodate those changes.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Thank you for sharing your YNAP project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Parker.
Member Parker, how would you guys advertise this?
Mm-hmm. So we did a application last year, and we had like a finance program. So a lot of those kids, they also were like interested in their journey, but we do hope to have only juniors. So we have a lot of connections with the schools here in Las Vegas, and we're going to just send them out to the college advisors, their guidance counselors, and ask them to hang them up in the hallways, or whenever a student comes in, oh, here's something you might be interested in.
We also plan to use some of the money allocated towards like websites. Like there's this one website called Eventbrite, and basically like if you search up any keywords, like this event will come up, because like we can't reach all of the schools, so if anyone looks this up, they'll get access to it.
Chair Rodriguez, for the record, This is a really cool idea, especially with the Common App and everything. As a senior, everything's so overwhelming, and to have a program like this is really cool. So if you guys were to receive any extra funding, what would you do with that money?
Like extra funding beyond the 2,400?
Yes.
I think we just really, honestly, I'm not really sure. We kind of allocated our funding correctly. If we had any extra funding, it would probably go towards like bringing in more college advisors or just getting more, like a more quality institution. Like for example, if Excel Academy like costs more than we listed in here, that the additional funding would go towards that. Like we're really strong on the Excel Academy part.
I'll add something though. I know we have like a limited amount of time, but it would be great if maybe if we seeped a little bit into the summer and we did like a hardcore like, oh, let's see your activities list and what do you need to add on, like what's your dream school and where are you in your application process. Maybe you need to do like a research opportunity and there'd be a person who came in and said, okay, we need to get you with a researcher so you can do some kind of research and to put on your application. And it would be more of like a one-to-one type of thing, but there's still a group of kids. It's just we need more time for that, so we need more time in the conference room and having the people come in and be more direct and centered on one person.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Okay, question. Yes,
Member Williams.
Yes, my question is, you guys did a project last year, correct? Is this similar to what you guys did last year?
Not really. Like that was more of like a finance course because we realized that students didn't really get exposure to finance courses, so that's separate, and this is more like SAT, ACT prep, like more college readiness. I guess it ties into like the education aspect, but they're separate fields.
Okay. We have a second presentation though, and that one might relate.
It's a little bit more of the one we did last year.
Yeah.
Okay, now, and I was just asking that, how was last year's attended, and were you guys able to spend the money and do what you asked of the board last year?
Yeah, we did. It was a success. It was incredible.
We had 30 people come. Like we had 3 classes every week for 5 weeks, and we'd have at least 25 kids come in, and we did the whole hour and a half, and honestly, I'm really grateful we had the technologies lab, the Cox Innovation Lab that Candace has, and we would come in there all the time. Be like, oh, hi, Candace, next lesson plan, and then we'd go ahead and do that.
And like a lot of the kids, like after the course was over, they showed like a lot of interest in like the business club itself that was like, that inspired this. They were like, oh yeah, I want to join DECA next year. Like I'm super interested in this, so I think it worked.
Okay, thank you. No, that's good to know. I appreciate you guys, and good job.
Member Fajardo.
Member Fajardo, I noticed that you have exceeded the 2,000 limit by $400. The venue, you mentioned it was the library. Have you confirmed that the library will charge you those $900?
The board has 30 seconds remaining.
The library might differ, but with the West Charleston Library specifically, we did confirm that. So like they have study rooms, but the study rooms are limited to like 5 people, and since we're planning to bring in a lot more people, we are renting their conference rooms instead, and those are costing $100 per session.
Yeah.
And it's like 9 weeks, so every Saturday.
9 weeks. Thank you.
The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Do we just stay for the entrepreneurship one? Do we? Okay.
We're the same people. Like just different teams.
Chibutam Yanes for the record. We have the opportunity to hear from these wonderful individuals again on a different project because it is not the same individuals on the project. One is a lead on one and the other is a lead on the other. So we are not double dipping or granting the same individuals, if that makes any sense for your records. So now I'd like to present CLV DECA, DECA Entrepreneurship Pitch Competition to present their presentation.
Hi again.
Hello again, and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra, and I am the chair of the YNAP board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Okay, hello again. This is CLV DECA. This time it's an entrepreneurship pitch competition, and my name is Rachel Martin.
My name is Mahika Nalor, and we are requesting $2,300 for this one.
Yep.
So the location is going to be at the West Charleston Library again. Instead of a conference room, we are renting like an auditorium, is it called?
Basically.
A big auditorium, because it's a competition-based event, and we are expecting an upwards of around 50 to 100 people across the valley, including their families.
So if you take a look at this picture, you can see that it's going to be like a stage. So the judges' table would be just before the actual seating, and students will be able to have 5 minutes like here, and they'll have like a trifold or a Google Slides presentation, and they're basically going to be pitching for a prize money, and it'll be around $1,000 in prize money, which we'll get into later on, and they will also have to go in front of a panel of judges.
Okay. Oh, okay. There we go.
Hold on. Okay. All right. So this is going to be in a Shark Tank style competition. Basically, we're going to have like the Urban Chamber come in, as well as some investors, just business vendors come in, but it'll depend on who we have on the judge panels. And we wanted, from the finance program that we did last year, we were telling them all about how, okay, if you had a mock startup business, how would it look like? Okay, great. They envisioned this future of what their small business would look like, but now it's like 2.0, and we're gonna have them actually be able to come up, and if they're interested, pitch their actual small business idea.
We're bringing the ideas to light, basically. And for the actual competition portion itself, we're having business vendors and professionals also come in. For the students to just network, we don't want this to just be a competition. We want it to be an outreach center for students with ideas. So even if they don't end up winning first or second place, it's fine. They still have an incredible opportunity to network with other businesses and outreach.
Okay, so here is the cost breakdown. For event setup, we obviously won't have the money to put up like banners all around the city, but we do want to have the signage to make the event feel professional, and make them feel that it's actually something that they can strive to get, like the money is actually something they can acquire to put into their future. So banners that are just stating what the event is and introducing them. Catering and refreshments, we are hoping that will be mostly for the actual people who are competing, but we'd like to also share that amount of money with the judges, but we are allocated a smaller amount.
It is like a super long event from like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., so it's like super grueling and tough, so we want to make sure everyone's energized and ready for it.
And then we are only going to have first and second place, so 700 for first, 300 for second, and basically that's what it is, the prize money. Go ahead.
And we are planning to rent the auditorium again. Since it is like double the size, it's also double the money, so it's $200 this time. And we also wanted audio-visual equipment just to capture everything, to give like the students mics and everything, just to make sure everything smooth sailing.
Yeah, as well as I know there was a recent project the city did, which was the Yes Pitch program, and they had some professional photographer come in, and although they were youth, they got professional photos and stuff like that.
So for the website setup, again, we wanted to, show this on Eventbrite and everything, just make sure everyone knows about it, especially on the internet, and also our miscellaneous fees, like lanyards, and YNAP has those super big cool checks, so we wanted to do that too, so that it would be a little bit more lucrative.
All
30
right,
seconds remaining.
Yeah, the timeline, first off, from February to March, it's basically going to be the community outreach website and advertising, so reaching out to the people who can judge, getting the website up, the domain, and having just advertising. And then the event day,
it's going to be April 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
which is a Saturday.
Yes.
The aftermath is basically
5 seconds remaining.
Hope to bring youth in to foster economic growth for the future of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Williams.
Yes, I think this is probably more of a question for you guys, but a technical question for our staff. Because typically, part of the grant, are we able to actually give out cash? Because typically cash does not change hands. We usually buy and purchase most of the things, or would that be in a gift card?
Chibutam Yanes for the record. So it is reimbursable, but we won't give out physical cash, so we'll work around that.
Okay, because I just need to make sure that they would understand. I mean, I don't know if they would have to find the cash money in a different way to be able to provide prize money for this particular event. I don't think we could do actual prize money. Maybe they can look at potentially getting gifts or iPads or a computer or something of that nature, but I don't think we could do cash prizes. So I don't think that's possible. So you guys may have to look at a different way of providing your gifts.
All right, we'll definitely take that into consideration. Thank you.
And Chibutam Yanes for the record, thank you, Member Williams. Just for clarification, we are not able to give out cash prizes in that regard. So that wouldn't be something that would be considered within your budget. If there was other opportunities, such as actual tangible gifts that you're giving out, that is something that we can explore and we can speak on a little bit.
Could I mention something? I know marketing agencies, possibly if we make the prize a marketing package where, you get this much from the 300 or the 700 you get, and they will create your website for you. So it might not be cash, but it'll be in the form of marketing for them.
Absolutely, we're able to do something like that with the PO.
Yeah, it's just based on your budget. I mean, whatever might be approved. We, as a board, I think we would have to discuss how that looks and how that's awarded to make sure that it's nice and clean and it passes the muster for our city attorneys there and our team for the city. Thank you.
Member Carson.
So I noticed in your Zoom grants application that you said that you have 2 to 5 youth participating. So, and you also said that you want to have 50 to 100 people in the event. So how do you plan on managing it to make sure everything runs smoothly?
Yeah, so a lot of people, we didn't list them, but our CSLV DECA club is behind supporting the event and going to volunteer. So we have Macy Long written down as one of our advisors, and so we will have 10 to 15 people coming in to volunteer, possibly more.
Just to chaperone the event, make sure everything's running smooth.
Because we also have other volunteer clubs within our school, and if we just mention to them, hey, you can come volunteer, we'll have more people be available.
Thank you.
Member Parker.
Member Parker, it was a group that went before you guys. I think they might have cloned you guys, but great job.
Thank you.
Member Lamaya Johnson for the record. I have a question. What would you do if you had more money?
Okay, so recently we were like thinking in the car on our way here, we were like, oh, what if we did reach out to Shark Tank and see if they'd be willing to sponsor us in some way, and it would be more in a better venue, possibly maybe in one of the World Market Center. I'm sure they have conference centers there. So it would be more of like a, I don't know if you've been to a science fair, but students would like line up around the room, and it would be like the Henderson Chamber of Commerce. They did a recent like small business expo, and there's just a bunch of people just going around talking to each other about their ideas. So I'd want it to be more in a better area than like
instead of competition based, like a show and tell based.
Yeah,
just like showing off your ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Member Williams, I have one more question, or more so a comment for you guys. We have a department called EUD, which is Economic and Urban Development, and you can work with our staff or whatever. Possibly they can get you in touch with them, because possibly they can either be judges or they can also guide you in the right direction in terms of developing or working with folks who are trying to do presentations, because they listen to those type of presentations every day. So they'll be a great resource to assist you, probably even be able to help you set your project up.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Do our board members have any more questions?
Member Etzel, for the record, this is more of a comment instead of a question. I just want to thank you guys for your last two presentations. I think it's a great idea, especially with the idea that you brewed up on the way here. I think that's very creative, and I just want to say thank you again. So,
thank you. Thank you so much.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. UBUDM will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact UBUDM and she will assist you. Shibudum, and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Chibutam Yanis for the record. This has been amazing. At this time, we do not have anyone scheduled prior to our break, so it would be recommended that the chairperson send us on a recess till 6:15 when we would, 6:10, where we could come back and prepare for our 6:15 presentations.
The board is now in recess. The board is now back from recess.
Chibutam Yanez for the record. Welcome back from recess. We will now continue into our presentations. The next individual we have that will be presenting is EM Training Corps, and their project is Ready, Prep, Go, Family Emergency Preparedness Fair. You are now welcome to present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAP board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Good evening, council members. We are EM Training Corps, and my name is Abraham Mateo. I'll let my team members introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Christian Castillo.
Good afternoon. My name is Adriana Paz.
Hello, my name is Adelia Iono.
Good afternoon. My name is Amanda Rivera.
Hello, my name is Yasmin Terra San Juan.
Hello, my name is Cameron Price.
And without further introductions, we will introduce a skit that we came up with.
The Smith family just returned from the safety preparedness event, armed with knowledge and emergency kits. Little did they know, a real-life test awaited them.
What a day! I feel so much more informed and prepared. This safety kit is like a superhero gear.
Absolutely, and those brochures will help remind us how to take care of ourselves during an emergency.
Exactly.
Mom, Dad, we had such an amazing time at the fair.
And I learned about fire safety. And I made this new dance I like to call Stop, Drop, and Roll.
Oh, I love your dance. I'm glad you guys had fun at the event.
We learned so much. We learned about earthquake safety, fire safety, different kind of fire extinguishers.
It's an earthquake. Everyone get down.
Is that what we have in the safety book?
Yes, drop, cover, and hold.
Is everybody okay? Is anybody hurt?
No. You guys all right?
That was so intense. But I'm so proud of you guys for doing what you learned today.
Thank you.
What now, Mom and Dad?
Let's check our emergency bag and see what can help us.
These brochures will guide us and help us to the next steps.
The Smiths family's day at the Safety Preparedness Carnival wasn't just an event. It was a preparation for real-life emergencies. Today they faced an earthquake with confidence thanks to their newfound knowledge and the family safety kit.
Thank you, Jedediah, for narrating. This skit provided by our passionate team shows the sheer benefits that our event will provide to the families that attend our event in April of 2024. Called Ready, Prep, Go. As a students of Valley High School, we do not get many opportunities to try and pull off something extraordinary, something that really gives back to our community in a way beyond ordinary. But thanks to our extraordinary teacher, who inspired us and armed us with a passion to pull off an event that not only provides our community with emergency kits that could be life-saving one day, since the CDC says that 48% of Americans lack emergency supplies to use in the event of a disaster. It as well teaches them life-saving information about how to manage a disaster before a disaster happens, during a disaster, and afterwards. I'll pass it over to Jedediah now, who will talk about our event and our goals.
Thank you, Abraham. Our main goals are to raise $50,000, give away 200 emergency kits, as well as preparing families in our communities for any sort of emergency. Our event today, Ready Prep Go, will be on April 25th, 2024, located in the Valley High School cafeteria. Our event will have a section for the little ones that will be located in the gymnasium for them to play, as well as learn about the different emergencies. There will be several informative sections where the parents will rotate, and there will also be a game after every session to reinforce
30
their
seconds
learning,
remaining.
as well as leading up to a game that will also get them prizes. Now I'll be passing it on to Yasmin to talk about our budget.
The budget for our event is $50,000, and we plan on obtaining the money from the YNAP grant, company sponsorships, and school-related fundraisers.
5 seconds remaining.
Each kit costs about $200, and we plan on buying 200 to give away. These kits are good for any disaster, both natural and man-made. We also have 64 amazing students who would be willing to spend the time to work on this event. Now we'll be passing it over to Adriana, who will be talking about how these kits and our event could help somebody in the nature of a disaster.
Thank you, Jasmine. Many Nevada residents believe that they're safe because Nevada is the 5th ranking least impacted by natural disasters. But as we all know and might have heard in the news, a devastating wildfire burned in the historic city of Lahaina on August 8th, killing at least 99 people. Hawaii is the 7th in the top 10 places that are least impacted by disasters, and because of this, people thought they had no need to know what they needed to do. Because of the lack of knowledge of emergency preparedness, there were more deaths than there would have been if the residents were prepared. If you guys help us achieve this goal, our families will be better prepared if any emergencies like this were to happen, as well as helping our community avoid the events that occurred in Lahaina. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your YNAP project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
For the record, this is Etzel, and first thing I want to say is I think you guys have a great presentation, a very unique idea, and a very important idea that can serve a lot of people. Unfortunately, I'm having trouble finding you guys' group in my binder here with some notes, and my main question is, what is your budget, and what amount are you asking from us?
Our budget is going to be $50,000, and we are asking for $2,000.
Thank you so much. And that was a very creative skit. But me personally, I don't know if we got to worry about hurricanes in Vegas, but you never know. We got the effects of the SoCal one, so we'll see.
Board member Camarillo, how are you going to get the word around about this fair?
So we have multiple social media platforms, and we were also planning on sharing it on our social media platforms as well. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Member Sarkisian, for the record, I would like to say I really like your project idea, and I like how descriptive you are in your budget narrative. That's really good to have. Thank you.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAP Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAP funding at a later meeting. The YNAP Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chipotem will notify your group with information about the YNAP Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chipotem and she will assist you. Thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you again, Chibutam Yanez, for the record. And we will have our next participant present their presentation to the board. Next individual that's going or group is Equipo Academy. The project is Community Gardens. You are now welcome to present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so you will need to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Hello, my group name is Equipo Academy, and the project I will be creating is a community garden. I am the only member a part of this. For my introduction, my name is Elver Alvarez Flores. I am a student at Equipo Academy. I'm currently a junior in high school. I would like to begin with the story as to why a community garden at Equipo Academy should be funded for. Hello, my name is Elver Alvarez Flores, and I am here to propose my project about building a community garden. Every year, my family and I go to Mexico to visit family. The highlight of these trips throughout the years has been helping the community. My dad has always done this. My dad has always done this, but I took interest in it the first time he took me to a nursing home. We went to the store and picked out various fruits and vegetables and meats to donate to the nursing home. This sparked my interest in growing my own vegetables at Equipo Academy and then donating them to nonprofit organizations such as 3 Square, Las Vegas Rescue Mission, etc. After a year of pandemic lockdowns and virtual/hybrid learning, youth has lost a majority, if not all, of their social skills. States the faculty of teacher education, disturbed sleep patterns, attention deficits, frustration, stress, depression, and boredom have also skyrocketed in youth. How will a community garden improve these mental health issues in youth? Some experts say outdoors can reverse this trend and help youth find a sense of normalcy. Getting youth involved in extracurricular activities that preferably get them out of the house and out of their comfort zone will give them the ability to step away from peer pressure, technology, and social anxieties. A community garden will build pride in youth participating in the extracurricular because they worked hard to grow the vegetables, which will reduce peer pressure and crime in the community, especially since youth can be more prone to peer influence. This extracurricular won't just be a one and done. I plan on building this program with continuity, so when I graduate, one of the youth members at Equipo can take over my place and continue this extracurricular. At any age, you can have a dream, knowing that you can make it come true from your experience. I have lived my dream by helping people in need, and I want to bring this dream into my experience. I want to bring this experience into my community, which is why I'm here seeking for your assistance. The group description would be restoring the gardening beds, because we did have a previous gardening club, and they did have gardening beds, but they are not in use right now. I will be creating a community garden. I am a first-time applicant, and I will be creating an extracurricular at my school. A community garden will be located at Equipo Academy. It will build a sense of community. The extracurricular class, preferably, will be for 6th graders. Empty gardening beds were installed by the previous gardening club, which is why I'm planning to restore them. Our main focuses are restoring previous gardening beds, growing produce, and giving back to the community. Budget. Requesting funding of $2,000. The money will be spent on gardening tools, dirt, seeds. More specifically, some may include like a trowel, a hand fork, hoe, gardening fork, shovel, gloves, wheelbarrow. These all fall under the 100 category because I will be purchasing some items in surplus. Volunteers will pledge to 65 hours. Getting the word out. A survey will be conducted in which students will reflect their activities and their experience with the extracurricular at the end of the semester, which will be the end of the school year. Since I do plan on building this program with continuity,
and I will be doing it next year. I plan on seeing what are some growths, what are some ways I can improve the extracurricular, and what are some things I could do differently. I will share my experience with social media, such as our school's official ASB account on Instagram, which is at Equipo Academy ASB. Flyers can also be distributed. And yes, I will present at the YNAB Project Showcase at the end of May. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you for having me here today, and here in my presentation, I have my contact information listed below if you have any further questions.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
Member Iturralde, I just wanted to commend you for wanting to take this on at your stage in high school and committing to grooming or mentoring somebody younger to take on the project. I think that's really important. A lot of projects that we hear, you know, the funding might only be available for 1 year, but I love that you want to teach somebody and hopefully get their interest and then show it and pass it on. So good job with that.
Thank you.
Member Sierra.
Hi, Member Sierra. Great presentation. I think my one question was, you had mentioned that there were empty garden beds. Is there anyone at the school who's helping you, who's helping you with this project, who has knowledge about what was done by the previous garden club to make sure it's sustainable and that you can pass it on to future kids?
The teacher for the old extracurricular, which was a part of the gardening club, is no longer at my school. I don't really have no one to help me with this, but I did plan on reaching out to local nurseries and landscapers just to get more of a sense of how I will build the gardening beds in a way that it will actually grow the vegetables. I do have an advisor for the extracurricular, which is Ms. Virgils.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more comment, Member Iturralde. If you can pass my contact on to this applicant, I'd love to connect him with some other resources for additional guidance and maybe a mentor for yourself as well in this field.
Thank you.
Thanks. Mm-hmm.
The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Chibutam Yanes for the record, thank you. As we continue into presentations, I'd like to welcome Heroes and Hearts, project name The Blessing Project, to come and present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Hi, my name is Justin Boomer, and I am the CEO and founder of the nonprofit Heroes in Hearts. Our mission is to educate, encourage, and empower marginalized communities globally through leadership, legacy, and literacy. My project is a blessing project. The blessing project thanks all the community workers in our world. Thank you, YNAF, for supporting us in the past. In the past, we've been able to thank police officers, firefighters, bus drivers, and more. This year, we are thinking about 60 people, and we would like about $2,000 to thank hotel administration and vets. Thank you for keeping our country safe. You might be wondering, how do they thank the community workers? Well, we thank the community workers by our thank you bag. Our thank you bags include goldfish, cup of noodles, M&Ms, bubble gum, and more. S'il vous plaît, regardez ma vidéo. Por favor, veja mi video. Please watch my video.
Installment of our Inspiring Kids series. Meet the young man going door to door, thanking community heroes.
This is NBC Nightly News, Kids Edition.
I'm here in our studios at Rockefeller Center in New York City. It's so great to be with you guys. Meet Justin Boomer, the young man who came up with a way to thank everyday heroes in his community. Lester has his story.
Justin Boomer was just 4 years old when the pandemic began. Since his project launched in Las Vegas, he passes out thank you bags
By encouraging people to thank the community.
Justin's motto,
You are the hero and we have heart.
a little kid with a big heart hoping to inspire others.
We're appreciating teachers for it. We give thank you bags to community workers. So you are community workers because you are the hero and I have a built-in heart. And you have heart in your bag
I'd love to hear it.
I am a clown. You can't stay down. You will not proud. I am a clown.
I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, that encapsulates everything. That's so nice. It's so nice meeting you. So sweet.
We're going to give him one. Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins.
Thank you very much. What you should have received from Miss Chibuda is are these keychains, and they should have a picture of the people we have thanked, and on the back it should say thank you by Justin B, which is me.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our Grant Review Board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Chair Rodriguez, for the record, it's great to see you again. It's so fun seeing you come back. My question is, how do you choose which workers the thank you bags go to?
So just to double check, you want to know how do I know what thank you bags to give to each person?
Yes.
We just choose them by random.
Okay, thank you.
Member Iturralde, I did have a suggestion for you next year, maybe if you come back, to consider thanking our crossing guards. We have a lot of crossing guards that volunteer to make sure kids can walk safely to school, and they volunteer and we don't have enough of them, but maybe if somebody like you made them feel good, you can have more available.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB fundings at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibuda will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibuda and she will assist you. Thank you again for your time and your presentation.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Chibuda Yanes for the record. As we continue these amazing presentations, I'd like to invite Hyde Park. Presentation or project name is Tea and Family Dance to present at this time.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Chibuda Yanes for the record. Can we take a recommendation to take a quick recess as I identify how I can help with the presentation.
The board is now in recess. The board is now back from recess.
Chibutam Yanes, for the record, my apologies. We are going to call another individual while we wait for some presentations to be loaded. So right now, we're going to continue on the process of presentations, and I would like to ask Kay Carl, Elementary School Student Council, to present their presentation. Project name is Pocket Full of Kisses. You are now welcome to present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAP board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation. Then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Good evening. I am Liam Polito from K. Carl Student Council. We have 25 students from 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade and 2 adult leaders. We meet 2 times a month. We applied for a YNAP grant to get supplies to create boxes filled with personal items to assist struggling and lonely members in our community. The name of our project is Pocket Full of Kisses to go with our school-wide theme Storybook Land.
Hello, I am Amelie Del Quadro. We came up with this project after discussing needs in our community. Since COVID happened, many community members still struggle and feel unwanted and lonely. We would like to help our community in a positive way by bringing hope and love to their lives.
Hi, I'm Reese. For our project, we will need to fill the boxes with items like a teddy bear, a worry stone, stress balls, snacks, a notebook, a pen, and a label with a pocket full of kisses on top. Miss Polito and Miss Reinhardt will order our supplies. Then we will assemble the boxes and write a personal note. When the boxes are filled, we will deliver them to several places around our community. We choose to give some boxes to the seniors at the senior home near us, some to kids at the shelter, and some to homeless teens through Project 150.
Good evening, I'm Justin DeVignan. For our project, we will need the entire $2,000 to make our project come true. This will maximize the supplies that we are able to add to our Pocket Full of Kisses box. Our goal is to make 200 boxes for our project.
Hello, my name is Nia Williams. We will journal our experiences as we complete this project. Pictures in our journal entries will be included on the presentation board to be shared with other students at our school to show others what we are doing for our community and how we are helping others. Hi, I am Abigail Hall. YNAB should fund our project because we will work hard to finish this project. At K. Carl, we believe in giving back and would love the opportunity to do that for our community. Partnering with YNAB is a great opportunity for us to help give back to the community we live in.
Good evening, I'm Nora Godinez. K. Carl Student Council has been participating in YNAB since 2016. These poster boards show some of our previous projects. Please consider giving us the opportunity to help our community once again. Thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
For the record, Matt Etzel here. I just want to say thank you guys so much for presenting, and I love the idea, seriously. One question I do have is approximately how many volunteers or individuals do you guys think will be helping with your project?
Hi, my name is Emma Sanchez, and we're planning to make 200. Oh. We have 25 students and 2 adults.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Chair Rodriguez, with any leftover items, what do you guys plan on doing with them?
Probably donating to other stuff, or maybe donating to other stuff, or selling to get drives for gloves, beanies, stuff like that.
Thank you.
This is Member Iturralde. I just want to thank all of you for coming out and presenting. It's so nice to see so many faces show up for this. It's so important to see you. Thanks.
Chair Rodriguez, the amount of effort that went into this project is not unnoticed. You guys look great.
Hi, Member Sierra. First and foremost, great job on the presentation. I mean, when I was 17 and asked to speak in front of here, I was shaking, so I don't know how you guys do it without having to miss your breaths. But I'd really love to hear about how you guys try and improve upon your previous years and the previous projects you guys have done.
We try to make it better every year. We're aiming for something that will let the community fully and totally, more of boost people's hearts.
Hi, I would like to make a comment. Board Member Camarillo, all the way over here in the corner. You guys did a great job. I'm very impressed, and the amount of effort that you guys put into those pieces of signage are amazing. Thanks.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
Chibutam Yanez for the record. Thank you. As we continue the presentations, I'd like to re-invite Hyde Park, project name Tea and Family Dance, to present. You are now welcome to come to present.
Hello and welcome to Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAP board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. My name is Zizi Bolware. I'm an 8th grader at Hyde Park, and I'm happy to be talking to you this evening about my proposed idea, family tea and dance. I am doing this with a partner, but she cannot make it today, but she also came up with this idea with me. To start off, the people that will be helping form this project is myself and my peer, Adriana Arias. Our adult supervisors are Mr. Jeffrey Edwards, which is the NJHS sponsor at our school, Hyde Park Middle School, and our principal, Miss Anna Beltnap. Our group at Hyde Park Middle School is NJHS, National Junior Honor Society. Me and my peer, Adriana, will be working with other students who are involved with this organization and society at Hyde Park to help put this together. NJHS at Hyde Park is an organized service that helps with community service all around the city. We are going to try to have as many students at NJHS help out with this project if we receive it. We are proposing a family tea and dance for family members with different intellectual and or physical disabilities. I was inspired, me and my peer were inspired to come up with this idea at one of our NJHS meetings where we were talking about tutoring students with disabilities and how people with disabilities are so left out of learning opportunities and social opportunities for so many reasons. I know that there is an organization that helps with prom for many types of students with disabilities, but that is the only event I know of, and I feel like it's just not, there's not enough of community social events for people with disabilities, and I want to give that to them. So we are proposing a family tea and dance where we invite dads and daughters and moms and sons or anyone else with different abilities to come to a tea and family dance. The theme will be either themed or Princess and the Frog. It will be open to anyone that has a physical or intellectual disability and their families. We will have a DJ and we will give flowers to the moms. We are also going to make it a tea so we can serve tea in china cups and have tea-themed food and small food like finger sandwiches and cookies. This event will have an impact on students and families and veterans who have been wounded in Las Vegas and don't feel included, or maybe not have been wounded but have just felt left out for other reasons, physical, intellectual. The budget, we are requesting $2,000 from YNAP funds. We anticipate collecting $1,500 in donations from community members and businesses. We are anticipating having almost 18,000 in volunteer hours. Our main volunteers will be from Hyde Park because NJHS students have to do at least 30 volunteer hours this year, so we're hoping that we can help people get their hours while also getting this project done. For our budget, we will spend about $600 on the DJ, $200 on rental rooms, although we are trying to use either Hyde Park or another community space to host this dance. $700 on refreshments, $300 on decorations, and $200 on table and chair rentals, although we will try to get them donated. Implementation. Like I have stated before, we will be working with the NJ Chess Club at Hyde Park. We meet regularly so we can dedicate time to reflection activities as we plan for this event, and I can also put time aside to schedule and plan things for my peers and I, and also when I should be doing stuff and when they can be, when they go into the part of putting this together. We will also be sharing information about the event with veteran groups like Race to Erase and Nevada Military Veterans and Families, and with groups that work with people with intellectual disabilities like the Garden Foundation, Opportunity Village, the Capability Health. We will also work with the City of Las Vegas and people who participate in their adaptive programs, and with My Scars Are Beautiful, which helps with people who have been disfigured due to fire burns and other injuries. I am hoping this will be like an event of the year, and we are really excited about this event. We will think this event will be very exciting. We think this tea and family dance will have a great community impact because we are going to provide an event for people who are often excluded because of their disabilities or poked fun and just, I don't know, felt different. Sorry. We believe this event will bring families in the community together, especially those who have felt like they aren't part of the community, and it will raise awareness about people with disabilities and help people think about the ways to be more inclusive for people who are left out, and that because they have disabilities or just because they are left out. Thank you for considering our project. We would be happy to answer any questions if you like. Thank you for all your consideration.
Thank you for sharing your YNAP project idea with us. At this time, our Grand Review Board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
For the record, this is Matt Etzel speaking, and first things first, I want to say what an amazing job, what an amazing idea, and I love everything about it, and I love the inclusivity for everyone. And this project means a lot to me because as someone with a physical disability resulting from an injury that caused my lower body paralysis 2 years ago and has left me in a wheelchair, I think that this is a great idea for folks and for families. So the one question I do have for you is, in my notes here, it shows me, real quick, it shows me the different dates and such that you plan on having meetings and discussing things, but I'm having trouble deciphering when the exact day of the dance is. Do you know when that will be?
I'm not sure when the exact dance is, but I'm hoping to have it around the end of the school year, you know, March, April, May, in that time, because we have enough time to gather community hours, to gather supplies and raise awareness, but we also have time, but you know, it's also relatively, I don't know, it's not too late to let people know, but I don't have an exact date. I'm sorry about that, and we'll try to find out as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you so much, and I really hope to see this go down. And in my opinion, if it was Tangled theme or Princess and the Frog, my vote is Princess and the Frog.
Chair Rodriguez, for the record, if you were given any extra funding, what would you do with that?
What I would do with the funding is hopefully find a bigger space to host it. I feel like, I feel as such that one event is very important, but I know there's so many people in Las Vegas and so many people with disabilities, and I just not enough space. I don't know how to put that, or that I know of. I know that Hyde Park is very, it's kind of a smaller school, and if it were hosted there, I wish that more people could come and have fun, you know. When you think of prom or other places, they rent out really big places, and I just feel like people with disabilities don't get that type of attention, and they kind of just like get pushed off to the side. So I would hope for a bigger space, and that way I could also have more people come, you know, enjoy with their families, you know. Yeah, thank you.
That's amazing, thank you.
I guess I have one comment, Member Iturralde. I just wanted to encourage you to mentor younger students like yourself. I know you're working with the National Junior Honor Society, and that might be part of your mission already, but such an important statement you're making here, and I echo my colleagues' comments, and I'm very happy to see something like this. But if you can continue sharing that knowledge and mentoring someone younger, and hopefully they can continue this even when you leave the school. Thank you. Awesome.
Matt Etzel for the record. One final question I have for you is, can I come and can I invite others with disabilities?
Yes. I personally also feel like if you have a disability, you should be able to invite your family members who might not have a disability, because you might feel different from them, and maybe you're not allowed in some specific space, but they are. So please invite, yes, and you can invite people with other disabilities and maybe your own family who might not have a disability but just wants to come and have a good time with you.
Thank you so much.
Member Sarkeesian, for the record, I would just like to say I love this idea. I think it's really unique. I think you identified a real issue in the community that not a lot of people talk about, and how people with disabilities should be treated just like anyone else. I have a question. So you, in your application, you said that you're planning to work with other volunteer groups. What time and when and how are you planning to reach out to those groups?
How I plan to reach out with them is, I already volunteer outside of working at my school, and I also know that my family members have connections with board meetings and other organizations that help out with the community. So I would be hoping that I could use those connections to my advantage and let them spread it to their organization. And I could also, if I am volunteering at a specific place, let people know who are volunteering, hey, I'm doing this, it'd be great if you could come, or spread the word, or I could also use social media to my advantage, since it's a very mainstream thing now, if that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. Oh, sorry. The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7th, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. Thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Chibutam Yanes for the record, thank you. Last but not least, we are going to invite National Honor Society, CSN HS West, project name Project 150 School Supplies, to present at this time.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Good evening, members. It is a pleasure to present in front of you all tonight. My name is Ying Zhang. I am the president of National Honor Society at College of Southern Nevada High School West.
Hello, thank you for your time. My name is Vanessa Soto. I am the secretary of CSN High School's National Honor Society.
Chabutam Yanes for the record. I apologize. Can I request a recess so we can figure out the presentation?
The board is now in recess.
And then this is the slide. We put forward and backwards. So you'll be this is forward. No, this is forward. Yep, yeah. I know it's kind of counterintuitive because the buttons should do the same button. You're all good.
We are now back from recess. Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of the group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we ask you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Good evening, members. It is a pleasure to be able to present this project in front of you all tonight. My name is Ying Zhang. I am the president of National Honor Society at College of Southern Nevada High School West.
Thank you for your time. My name is Vanessa Soto. I am the secretary at College of Southern Nevada High School West.
Vanessa will be presenting a summary of Project 150 and their goals.
What is Project 150? Project 150 is a community nonprofit organization focused on providing support to homeless, displaced, and disadvantaged students. Their mission is to help students in need to graduate from high school and beyond. Some of the things that they work on is food distribution, Betty's Boutique, scholarships, and educational workshops. We would love to work with an organization like this in order to help high school students just like me and my partner. Why Project 150? Project 150 started in 2011 with helping over 150 students attending Rancho High School, a high school here in the Valley. Now they are able to provide for thousands of homeless students on a year-round basis. They deliver to 75 CCSD schools weekly currently. They are partners with local organizations, and not only do they provide school supplies, they also provide counseling, health, and employment services. This quote is directly from Project 150. Project 150 continues to be the community's critical resource for high school students to ensure they remain in school through graduation. This quote stood out to us the most and made us want to work with Project 150 because we want to help, we want to make a change to our community, specifically in students just like me and Ying.
Our contribution to the community will be through school supplies. Project 150 specifically requested that the loose leaf paper be college ruled. So that is what we will include, including one subject college ruled notebooks, mechanical pencils, highlighters, black ink pens, erasers, folders, and for packaging, peel and seal bags and sealable plastic bags. $2,000 is the total amount that we are requesting for these packages. With the $2,000, we will make approximately 120 packages during scheduled after-school sessions. These packages will be put together by our NHS members. Our expected delivery of the packages to Project 150 will be in mid-March. The packages will be delivered by me since Project 150 is less than 15 minutes away from our school driving. This is our projected timeline. First, on February 23rd, we will purchase the items, and on March 4th through March 6th, our expected delivery dates of the items are our expected delivery dates of the items, so that is when they will arrive. Once we receive the materials on March 11th through March 15th, we will assemble the packages, and on the 19th, we will deliver the packages. By April 19th, we will have students complete 120 volunteer hours, both assembling the packages and by volunteering at Project 150. This project will help the community because Project 150 is geared towards homeless, displaced, and disadvantaged students. This project will give students one less thing to worry about throughout the school year. It will encourage success in them and put them one step closer to graduation. Over 30 of our volunteers will be supporting this project through both volunteering and assembling the packages, totaling up to a total of over 120 volunteer hours devoted to Project 150. We will now take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your YNAP project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
Member Fajardo, I do remember you guys from last year. Can you guys tell me something good and something bad that you guys learned during this project? What experience have you had?
Personally, I was vice president of National Honor Society last year, and something good that I took away from it was volunteering at Opportunity Village. It was honestly so much fun, and I love the community at Opportunity Village. However, it's hard to pick something bad to say because there really wasn't anything that was bad. But if there was something that I were to possibly improve on, I would choose the timing of the project. It all seemed very, very slow, and I would have liked it to be a bit more fast-paced. Like after receiving the materials, we would immediately start making the packages, and after making the packages, we would immediately deliver them.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Chibutam will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation. Chair Rodriguez, for the record. Item 11, citizen participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the board. No subject be acted upon the board unless the subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Moving on to item 12, adjournment. Facilities are provided throughout. Oh, adjournment. This meeting is now adjourned.